Oh my God. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. You have Kenny, you have Carlil, you have Bamba. There is a three-headed goat on the loose, and they are about to come to you
You got
live on the
sports,
same
you got
convo. I
anime,
repeat,
you
this
got
is not
media,
a
you got
drill. They are about to
entertainment.
come to you live on
The
the
same
same convo.
convo, baby.
Tap
Tap
in.
in.
Let's go!
Okay, now it's time to conversate. Same convo on your airwaves. Bamba came to entertain and Kenny talking anime. Carla coming with the sports, they changing lives in major ways. You was tweaking out if TAC ain't on your playlist. If you come and listen, then you listen to the best. They not worried about the others, cause they better than the rest. Kenny, Carla, bomb, but they put the others to the test. New episode flow, now tap in to see what is next.
Welcome back. This is the same convo with your same hosts, Kenny, Carlil, and Bamba. And this is the anime segment, hosted by yours truly, often imitated, never duplicated. Today, before we get into the segment, I definitely want to start off. I saw this TikTok over the weekend about this dude that was at DreamCon asking people different questions. He got the Mark Phillips. He was asking people about, they dream matchups in anime. And I think Mark, he was like, he know that they both from Naruto, but he said Itachi versus Minato.
I saw that.
Said Itachi versus Minato, and I got to thinking, now that'd be a crazy ass fight. That'd be a crazy ass fight. So my question for y'all,
I didn't like that matchup.
you ain't like the matchup? Why?
I feel like there's too much like speculation over who the strongest Uchiha is. It's Madara, but I want to see Itachi versus Obito if Itachi gonna go against anybody. Personally,
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like a full power Itachi would pack Obito up. In my opinion. Mama, how you feel about that? We Bambi.
Yeah.
he's thinking.
The thing is, though, I do believe that Itachi is stronger than Obito, because the whole reason why Obito stayed at bay was because of Itachi. And even when Sasuke got Itachi's eyes, when that flame sparked, he was like, damn, that cunning ass motherfucker basically still able to hurt me even in his grave. I prefer the first matchup, Minato versus Itachi. I want to see that, but I low key feel like, especially with the release of the new chapters and stuff. What Minato are we talking about? Does he have the nine tails? I don't know.
I don't see.
That's hard. Minato got so many versions. That's hard.
Because like a Nine Tails Minato might be the strongest nigga in history. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But that's
he did have the nine tails.
When did Minato have the nine tails?
When he sealed Naruto, he put half of Kurama in him and then half of Kurama in himself.
Facts.
So that's why, like, when he was reanimated, he still had the Kurama cloak.
Yeah.
So he was able to share his chakra.
Fact. Naruto always had half of Kurama, and Minato had the other half.
Yeah.
Imagine if Naruto had both halves.
Oh. We would have got the Shippuden way faster.
Nah, Konoha would be waste. Konoha would be a waste for sure, because no seals and stuff.
Oh yeah, I was about to say he wouldn't have been able to control that, and that little necklace ain't.
It ain't doing nothing.
A full power Kurama is not going for no necklace, bro. He gonna reach out the seal and snatch that bitch like T.I. snatched Nunu's chain.
Y'all going back.
But no. So the only reason I wanted to start off with that is because I wanted to ask y'all what y'all dream matchup would be, and it doesn't have to be the same anime like Itachi versus Minato. Who would y'all's dream anime matchup be? Who do y'all want to see fight before you kick the bucket?
That's a hard question, Carlil.
It is a hard question.
Who would I want to see fight? Two people.
It's not. I don't think this is my most desirable fight, but it's one that I came up with when I was thinking about this earlier. I really want to see Enel versus Loxus. I really want to see how that would end up. I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like a nail is killing Loxus. Well, I don't know because Loxus can eat lightning.
Lightning
Oh,
again.
shit.
I want to see how that would come about because you gotta think Enel. Yes, he is technically the god of thunder and lightning right now, but Loxus is a dragon slayer, dog. Like dragon slayers, his power scale is almost on par with Enel.
Okay, I gotta say this. I feel like matching up any of the Dragon Slayers from Fairy Tail with somebody with their elemental power is kind of cheating.
Mm. Yeah, because they can just eat them.
They could just eat them. Like Enel has a speed advantage, but after that, if he tries to hit Loxus, he's just gonna eat him.
Yeah. That's the thing, but it might not go down.
Crazy.
Like, that just look like that's like I said. That's one of the first ones I thought about.
Now I'm not gonna lie. Hey, let's be honest over here. Laxus is killing the fuck out of Enel. Enel speed feed is close to what you call it? What's his name? Like pre-gear Luffy. That was his speed. That's who he was keeping up with. Like granted, Luffy was rubber, but that was the speed that Luffy was keeping up with. That man was not fast like that. I understand the whole.
Luffy wasn't keeping up. Luffy wasn't keeping up with Enel. What do you mean keeping up? Like foot
Did he
speed?
punch
No, he
him?
wasn't.
Did he punch him? Was he able to knock several punches on him? Is Luffy doing that to Laxus? No, he's blitzing the fuck out of that.
Another one before the one of them that I thought of, and this is like I want to see this person versus either one because just something in me thinks let's do size scaling. Let's do size scaling because I was thinking about size, but Aaron in his Titan form versus a nigga like Kaido or a nigga like Big Mom.
What?
Like
Kaido,
power wise?
Just a one-on-one matchup, all out.
Kaido is beating the shit out of Aaron.
Is the question how fast he's beating him?
Like what?
You think Aaron's
and Kaido might be bigger than Aaron's Titan.
Because you just gotta destroy the nape, right? And granted, Kaido might not know that. But my thing is, Aaron is not surviving one of those fucking beats.
A Thunder Bagger is putting Aaron in a pack.
In a pack.
Quick. One. That's it. You forget. That whole crystal shit not gonna matter to Haki. He going straight through that. Aaron's not so well. If we put him in the same universe, Aaron definitely has conquerors. His will is crazy.
Will is insane.
That weak.
But the issue is his conquerors ain't stronger than Kaido's.
Y'all think Aaron would have a devil fruit? Y'all think he would go against that?
He would eat the fuck out of the devil. Yeah, he would eat the fuck out of a devil fruit. He said Aaron is one of the most power hungry characters in all of anime. He's trying to obtain every bit of power he can.
He be on that Blackbeard shit. Like gets here right away. What's the strongest food I can get?
I ain't gonna
lie.
You
know what I'm saying?
I like that shit. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You gotta be shicey like that.
What you
okay, mean? my dream match. Oh, I got one. I got one.
Oh,
I got one.
Like
I got one. I got one.
That sounds like it's good as fuck.
Carla, you'll appreciate this. You'll appreciate this. All right. Broly versus Jiren.
I'm not gonna lie. That would be a solid matchup, but I just think off of experience and technique alone, Broly might get packed up. I think Broly's getting packed.
Oh no.
The thing is, I think Broly's strength that he already has in his berserker form it depends. Okay, I will say this. It depends on his training. Because if this is a fight after because right now he's training with Goku, Whis, and Vegeta. If this is a fight after he trained a little bit with them and learned how to actually fight, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that's a matchup. I'm not sure Jiren is walking out alive.
The only reason I don't know about that is because we didn't get to see Jiren versus a fused Goku and Vegeta. We don't know that power scaling versus to like their Super Saiyan God, Blue. We saw what Jiren did to Ultra Instinct. He was still able to keep up with Ultra Instinct for real.
Man, he was able to keep up with a semi ultra.
Yeah, once he mastered that shit, that nigga's spirit.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So Jiren isn't the almighty that he was kind of shown to be. So I feel like the matchup's a little bit more even than you give it a little bit of credit for.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna lie to you. This nigga Jiren blocked a punch while meditating. I don't know how you do. That's just his personality. That's not just his personality. That's pure strength. That's
no,
pure
what I'm saying
years
is
of experience.
Broly isn't a meditating type. Broly, his abilities come from rage. So
okay, so that's where I want to jump in real quick because I feel like what Carlo was trying to say, and I don't necessarily agree with this, but the point he's saying, I understand it. When you read Super Manga, Vegeta has a conversation with Goku, and he's like, he was trying to meditate himself, right? And he was like, yo, we really got to start thinking, because by now, our power level is similar to Jiren, but how he was able to best us is only because of he was able to meditate, learn how to like utilize his technique in a finer manner, like without wasting power. So that's why there was like more power behind his punch, because he knew how to save his power. Hence why he was meditating and shit. So Vegeta was trying to do that. But then again, what Kenny says also applies because of the personality. Because right after that, Goku goes and pushes Vegeta and is like, yo, that's not your way of fighting. And kind of pisses him off until Vegeta goes back to that ego form. So that's why I understand both. But it's still like that part of it is still relevant to your power level. Like, you know what I'm saying? Unless you can, like, because of Jiren, like, granted, that's his form, that's his personality, but for him to get to that, like, he's able to control it. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, he is constantly meditating. He understands his power. But now, as far as Jiren, no, not Jiren, Broly, it's just raw power. Now, with the mastery of the fusion, he's able to be beaten. But we will also argue that the fusion Vegeta is not as powerful as maybe the semi-ultra instant. But Master Ultra Instinct is basically what Jiren was too. Saving your power and kind of letting your body just answer. So that's why it's hard to scale.
And that's the thing. I wasn't trying to say everybody has to fight the same for there being an impact. I'm saying yes, it's going to be a different power. And yes, Broly's power comes from rage. But I mean, I'm setting up a scenario to where if that is even the case, I feel like with Jiren, no matter how strong Broly is, because you got to think, Goku and Vegeta are strong too, but it took them a minute to figure out how to get through all that power as far as meditation. With no training and no experience and just pure rage, he's not doing anything to that man. He's not doing.
What about Broly versus Boo?
You said Broly.
Kid Boo.
Actually, let me answer on the previous one because I think Broly's winning. All right.
You think Broly's beating Jiren? Oh shit!
Yeah. If they fight, I think Broly is winning, and this is my reasoning. The reason why is okay. So, Carl, let me ask you first this before I is the Broly movie after the Broly movie is after the Tournament of Power, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the Broly movie is after the Tournament of Power. So if I'm thinking, granted, Goku lost his Master Ultra Instinct fall, he couldn't tap into it after that, like until afterwards in the manga and shit. So by the Broly movie, he couldn't tap into that Master Ultra Instinct. But I could assume that his Super Saiyan Blue was at the max that we've ever seen it by that point. And the same thing goes for Vegeta. Now, when I'm looking at that and imagining that, okay, by that point, they're closer to Jiren's power. And that was Broly's first fight. And he went from Super Saiyan to Super Saiyan Berserk and is able to whoop both of them simultaneously, whoop Frieza, and then eventually have to fight like Fuse Gogeta. I feel like just by his nature, like the way his Berserk power works, because Broly also adapts like in fighting pretty fast. Right. Like he's a quick learner. So I feel like because of that, like his ceiling just hasn't been, that's the nature of Super Saiyan. And that's his nature specifically as a Berserker. I just feel like his ceiling hasn't been pushed. But because his ceiling has been pushed in such a short amount of time to where it's like so near to Jiren, I feel like that fight, you know what I'm saying? He might overpower him a little bit, but I feel like that switch is happening right away. Because that's literally like Broly's nature. Even in the latest Super movie, we see it. Like, you know, they're like, yo, you need to find better ways to channel your energy because you're about to go berserk. But now when we understand things like ultra ego and stuff, I'm like, maybe he necessarily doesn't need to.
Facts, but you got to understand there's also a reason why they're trying to get him to find better ways to fight. And that's the one, not only to channel his power, but two, also because his berserkness is going to fuck him over in the end, as far as like it's going to be too much power for him to handle. And so what I'm basing it as far as I'm not saying Jiren's totally washing him, but as far as I'm basing it strictly on experience, strictly on experience as far as that, because at the end of the day, it took strategy to eventually we had Ultra Instinct, we had the Semi Ultra Instinct, we had Super Saiyan Blue. We had to create a strategical way to go ahead and find a strategy for each point. Not only did I get Ultra Instinct, but what do I need to do to start landing punches on this man? And what do I need to do and every time they felt like they got Jiren pushed to the edge, Jiren just kept evolving his power and evolving his power and evolving his power. All right, we all said that if it didn't take the three of them and the tournament power, Jiren was winning that fight, regardless if it was him with Frieza, regardless if it was just two. It took three people to go ahead and end that fight. You feel me?
Yeah.
And so I'm saying him fighting, the only way I'm going to give Broly close to that win is if we're basing it off of, because right now he's training with Whis, he's training with Goku, he's training with Vegeta on how to control his power output, so he can be a better fighter and to also understand how fighting works. Because even in the Broly movie, when he fought Gogeta eventually won with the Stardust Breaker, but they even admitted there was like, if Broly actually knew how to fight, he could have still beat that fusion. And so I'm just basing off the experience level that Jiren already has, and from the experience that if we're just sitting there Broly straight into the fight with no training, I think Jiren comes out with that W.
So one point that you said was that his power level, the reason why they wanted to control the Berserker is that his power level might be a threat to him. But I feel like that point is that his power level might be a threat to everybody.
Yeah.
As in Goku, Vegeta, and everybody around, he gonna fuck everything up. But I feel like for me, it's like you said, he could not fight by that point, right? Because Broly too, he was by himself for a while until his dad came back, found him, all that yada yada. You know what I'm saying? So that nigga did not know how to fight, but he was able to best. Like, I'm not even talking about just in raw power, but technique. He started besting somebody like Vegeta, somebody like Goku, somebody that's been training ever since they were a kid. In literally one fight. So that's why I'm saying, like, when I see that, because Jiren had figured one thing above Vegeta, but in smarts, I think Vegeta might have him in terms of tactics. Like, the shit that he was pulling, Jiren just had the power behind his punches. But Broly left that nigga defenseless. You know how much Vegeta hate fusing. He despises that shit. But he's like, fuck it. We got to do a dance. Fuck it. I'm going to put my pride aside, because that's what that nigga did within one fight. I don't know. We can just agree to disagree, but both arguments. I totally understand your argument too, by the way, and I agree with it. Mine is kind of hypothetical because at the end of the day, breaking your ceiling is like, but that's just what I see when I think about it.
I will say after he finishes training, that's gonna be a scary.
Oh, that's a problem.
That's a problem. That's a huge problem. But going on, everybody said they dream matches, right? Everybody said they.
Mamba didn't say one.
I honestly don't think I really have one because it's hard. Because the only matchup I can kind of think of is maybe somebody like, and it's not really a physical matchup, but I would like to see these two people kind of like Aizen basically being the villain to Shikamaru, and Shikamaru like that mental battle.
Why are you doing that to Shikamaru?
No, but hear me out though. This is the thing. Shikamaru, if I'm talking about, like, for example, right now, he's a Hokage. He got everything. Now, Aizen, if you know, he has his power. Let's just put the powers aside, like brain alone. That's what I'm saying. His power gives him a big ass advantage. You know that. His age gives him a big ass advantage. But just as two human beings, Aizen, brain versus brain, and Shikamaru, like, you know, them setting up plots and this one having to solve the mystery and all that. I would love that shit.
So if Shikamaru being the Hokage disappoints me because power wise, if it comes down to some Osusuke's. What the fuck them niggas called?
Otsutsuki.
If them motherfuckers,
Yeah, but it's also
Shikamaru
with the
gonna do?
setting. The setting is with the understanding that Kawaki is there patrolling and making sure that Otsutsuki's are around. So I feel like it's just more of like a we need somebody smart to lead, and that's what I'm saying too. When you
I
think
don't
about
know. I don't know
Shikamaru,
how good Kawaki. I heard Boruto's actually a villain in Boruto. I need to go actually watch it.
do you want to know what happened?
No.
No, I don't want to know what happened. I just
Are you
gotta find
gonna go
a
read the
time.
whole thing? We'll see. Anyway,
I'm not gonna go read it, but I'm gonna eventually I'm gonna just watch it, I guess.
I'm dead. But yeah, because I just think Shikamaru is pretty limited for what we know him before, like as a ninja, because you're just a ninja. But with the tools and the power that is the Konoha leaf under him, and then Aizen is the main villain, bro. That come on, man, give it to me.
It might be a good like psychological battle, but
It will be on some monster shit.
if it comes down to like they gotta fight, Aizen is
Oh
beat
no,
this shit.
if it's just a straight, that's why I'm saying. That's why I was like, you gonna put him in a setting maybe as a ninja. You know what I'm saying?
Carlo, you gotta watch Bleach to understand. Aizen has an infinite fucking.
Yeah, shut up.
genjutsu.
I'm watching it. Shut up.
Okay.
Shut up.
Yes, sir.
You think genjutsus are broken? This nigga Aizen.
Look, I apologize. I didn't think we would take that long on the opening question.
Hey, it was fun though.
Yeah, no, for sure. Before we move on, I did
I'm still thinking something. I like that concept. Go ahead, my fault. Go ahead.
A couple honorable mentions I was thinking of. Kid Neji versus Kid Sasuke. Even
Bro,
though
I would never forget Toriyama for that.
We all
forget Toriyama.
We all agree that I'm pretty sure we all agreed that ultimately Neji wins that fight.
Easy.
Not easy. Not easy.
I don't even know if he wins it though.
I think it's easy.
It's an easy, correct answer, but that fight's not going to be easy.
I got a question. What point?
Y'all underestimating Orochimaru's curse mark, bro.
That's why I'm not underestimating.
Wait, Sasuke didn't have the curse mark yet, guys. When they were in the tournament, when he was gonna fight Neji, he did not have the curse mark yet.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm 100% sure.
I need to double check on that. Because by the time he
my fault. He did have the curse mark, but he didn't have the wings. He didn't have any.
Yeah, but that's cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because that was
already
early.
Had what gave him the wings.
He just got that bitch.
He had what gave him the wings. Once he got
that's
into
that's
fight,
what I'm saying. Once
he had
the curse mark didn't do anything for him yet.
A full fight by the end of Kid Naruto.
What are you talking about? You didn't see that man.
I'm not saying when he first. I'm saying Kid Sasuke versus Kid Neji. We never got the fight, so I'm not saying at the point they should have fought. I'm saying them at the end of the Naruto series.
Oh, that's not fair.
It is.
They're supposed to fight not at the end of the Naruto series. They're supposed to fight in the Chunin exam.
I know when they were supposed to fight, but this is the dream matchup. Taking them.
Okay. I'd rather them do it when they were supposed to, because that boy Sasuke was about to get bodied by Rock Lee, and Rock Lee already admitted that he can't even touch Neji. So
that wasn't when they were about to fight though.
That's what I'm saying. Rock Lee and Sasuke did squabble a little bit, and he was about to.
It was then.
God Sensei had to break them up.
And then right after that, Sasuke had that moment where he felt weak, but then what happened? Orochimaru happened.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If he would have fought Neji was gonna put that man in.
But that wasn't when they were supposed to fight. If they were gonna fight, I feel like the earliest it was gonna happen was within the tournament. And when was that set up happen after then? After he got the curse mark, and Kakashi took him and healed him, or put like some sort of seal around it.
Yeah, I still don't think that.
Let's put it at that moment. Let's put it at that moment.
Okay, I still don't think that curse mark is giving him that much of a boost to beat Neji.
How? Why not?
Because Neji has a semi mastery over his Byakugan by then still. Sasuke only had his fire. His little fire.
But Kenny.
But
what you're not understanding is it's not like he trained to get curse mark wings. That came over That came over frustration and power and want. So do you think if he start losing an Neji in the Chunin exams, he's not going to be able to activate any type of curse mark, anything? You don't think it's not just going to activate?
I think Neji puts him in the body bag.
I don't think Neji puts him in the body bag.
I'm going Sasuke.
I'm going Neji, but I'm not. It's not going to be an easy fight.
Wait, so y'all saying Sasuke beats Gaara? Is that what y'all saying?
If Gara
You
doesn't
said
go
Sasuke
crazy,
beats Gaara?
if Gara don't go crazy, then yeah, because
Chunin exams, Gara beats doesn't beat
Technically-
Sasuke.
you got to think.
Technically,
Chunin,
Sasuke did. Technically, Sasuke did.
that's what I'm saying. And Chunin exams, Gara had a fucking Jinchuriki inside of him. That nigga was the
That's what I'm
biggest
saying.
threat.
Technically, Sasuke did, because if it wasn't, oh my blood. Like, come on, man. Sasuke got that.
Who else was I thinking about as honorable mention? Natsu versus Shinra. I was thinking,
Natsu
Why
versus
do you
Shinra.
keep doing this?
what do you mean?
This man loves giving fairy tale people the elemental advantage. Why does he keep doing this?
What?
He puts Enel versus Loxus so he can eat Enel's lightning.
Lightning.
He puts Natsu's fire eating against Shin. Like, what is wrong with you?
I don't. There's not. Is that not fair? That's a fight.
No, it's not.
You don't think Shinra going to move fast enough not to get eaten? I hope he does.
This nigga.
I hope he does.
This man is biased to fairy. He just wants fairy tale.
Okay,
to win.
okay. Manga Shinra versus Natsu. Manga Shinra.
You said manga Shinra?
Yeah.
Good shit, Bombo.
You like you don't read the fucking manga. You
You ain't gotta read about it. He's bodying that man. You ain't gotta think about it. We'll let you know.
I'm trying to think. I had a couple more honorable mentions. I ain't gonna lie. This is the topic. This is the topic today. It's a topic. It's a topic. I wish I could.
Yes, sir.
I wish I could. I'll just save the next topic for another day. Cause
Okay. Let me think of that. Let me think of my matchup then.
I'm trying to think of matchups, bro. Cause now
I got one. Hold on. I'm trying to see who I'm putting him against. This will be a crazy one with animation and all. Oh my god. Okay, I got it. Mob versus Gojo.
Stop it. Stop it.
The animation on it though.
Yeah, that fight gonna look cold, but Mob gonna look cold as he gets fucked up.
You said Mob gonna get fucked up?
Oh hell yeah! What the fuck is you talking about?
pass. Pass.
Can Gojo even hit him though?
Because the only thing that is playing in my head is this man Gojo, the domain expansion. You feel me? He don't want to play around. And then all you hear from Mob is, like something OD just finna happen.
I can hear
He said,
like I don't know, bro. That's a hard one. I can't even.
Bro, the animation on that would go crazy.
Yeah, no, that fight gonna be OD.
That's gonna be
and then with the mob theme song,
I miss Mob Psycho. I'm not gonna lie.
Mob Psycho is a quality show, bro.
I miss Mob Psycho.
Here's my thing. This is my thought process on it, right? Granted, Mob, he got the psychic shield and all that, but I still a shield. Dome, like it's just a nature of Gojo's power that's just broken, especially when you watch this, like when you read the manga or you watch the second season, it gets you to explain it, like when he awoke his powers, like how his powers work. Like he can basically put something or reverse the flow of something. So it's like he can break down shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just nah.
I gotta watch the new Bleach, and I still gotta watch the new Jujutsu Kaisen. So forgive me. But I was just thinking, y'all know who low key probably got the strongest haki of all time?
Who?
Escanor.
Yeah.
Escanor probably got the craziest
haki. Yeah. The thing is, though, he also got the weakest. So.
Yeah, when that sun goes down, it's over with for him. Hey, I feel like Escanor. Versus.
Think of this though. Think of this in form of haki. Isn't Escanor technically Blackbeard?
But we don't know if Blackbeard has haki for real yet.
No, I'm not talking about the haki though. You know what I'm talking about?
Because he has
personalities.
Personality, yeah. But
maybe one of the personalities got hockey shit.
I would love to see Escanor versus who's somebody that's try to talk bad to you.
Frieza.
I don't want to see that. Why would you do that to Escanor? That
Death Beam.
You monkey.
Death Beam. Like, bro, what? That Frieza is one of the most disrespectful villains in the history, bro. He literally saw this nigga Vegeta crying and put a hole in his chest. Bro.
Okay, I got one. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Android 16 versus Genos.
Why are you doing this to Genos? Why would you do that?
Oh, to Genos? You think Genos is
Genos' whole thing is he just loses fights constantly. So and Saitama comes and saves it. Why would you do this to Genos?
But he loses to super beings.
Genos isn't planetary though.
Is he? You sure? He was about to destroy a meteorite. Granted, he was about to die with it.
That's what I'm saying. He's about to. If you can't, you're not planetary. If you can't survive the attack afterwards, you're not planetary.
I haven't gotten too deep into the show, so I don't know. So would y'all say this is for y'all? Zoro at his strongest form versus Ichigo.
Oh, Ichigo.
Was that too easy? That was too easy.
You remember? I don't know if y'all saw the TikTok I just made about like Meliodas versus Saitama.
Mm-hmm.
Sidestep punch. That's gonna be like Ichigo. Quick flash.
All right, bet.
Yeah.
Early Zoro versus Akame.
Come on.
Zoro easy.
Early Zoro.
Akame's not keeping up with the. Akame's not keeping up with the speed.
Zoro was like that kind of from the get go.
Yeah.
Kind of from the get go.
Yeah. If we're talking about like in the Straw Hats, that nigga was the only one that was like that towards the beginning.
But Akame,
I had one I was thinking of a while ago.
Akame though?
I gotta look at my anime list.
Okay,
Akame by the end of the Akame got killed.
You give
versus
Akame
Zoro.
a little bit more credit. You gotta understand the speed. If she can't hit you, if you're too much faster than her.
But is he really that much faster than her?
Because are
you crazy?
Zoro
What do you mean?
not,
am I crazy? I'm talking about early Zoro.
Let me tell you, Zoro did not get any power boosts until they met Kuma in Thriller Bark, right?
Right.
That wasn't at that point. He ain't even got the power boost. So, but he was able to keep up with those air bubble that was faster than the speed of light. Something that Oda has stated himself.
What was the octopus's name on Arlong's crew?
I know who you're talking about. I can't remember.
Him or Akame?
You talking about the one that used to be part of the Sunfish Pirates?
Yes.
Is there water nearby?
No.
Is there water nearby?
No, bro. Like what? Y'all can't. Okay. I can't be mad at that. I would want to see it though.
Okay, I got one matchup since Kenny's looking for that. So Aaron's first Titan form versus Gamabunta. The adult one. Yeah, the first one that Naruto used to summon with the knife, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Toes no ninjutsu though.
Yeah.
Toes no ninjutsu.
Yeah, Gamabunta's
Gamabunta might back that man up.
Not even might. It's not even a might on that, bro.
Aaron might
100%.
Aaron might get a couple punches and a suplex, but
even if we give him all the titans that he ended up having towards the end.
Okay. Relax.
I was about to say.
I mean, I just gotta see. Let's see how far he can take it.
How many ninjutsus is under his belt? What style is he?
I mean, Gamabunta. Remember, he was able to transform into Kurama and box with what you call it? With what's the first Jinchuriki name?
You said the first one?
That's the one that Gaara had.
Shikaku.
Yeah, Shikaku. He is able to box with Shikaku as a fake Kurama.
Facts.
And he has the toad the Nimpo, like that little liquid thingy. It's sage.
Yeah,
It's sage
yeah,
jutsu.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, Gamabunta's got.
Gamabunta got it strong.
He's getting that W. I don't care how many Titans you send to me. He's getting that W. And again, he might not be as fast as me. He might not be as fast as Gamabunta. Like,
no, Aaron's not fast like that.
Nah, Gamabunta. He gonna have
the runs.
Gamabunta is like a toad on ODM gear, which is omnidirectional mobility.
Mobility.
Yeah. Thanks for the lesson, Ken.
Description.
All right, man.
I had one, but I can't. I was thinking about this one a while ago too, but now I can't think of I'm looking through my anime list too, and I can't find the person I compared to him. It was a Kenpachi matchup.
Real quick, I got a DBZ one for you, Bamba.
Okay.
You remember Pycon?
Yeah, I love it. Man, bring Pycon back.
Pycon versus Piccolo by the end. Let me say by the start of Super.
By the start of Super?
Yeah.
Piccolo by the start of Super.
I don't want to do Orange Piccolo because that's just OD.
So you're talking about like tournament power Piccolo, right?
Before tournament power. Let's say before turn.
Pycon.
Yeah.
And I know it sounds crazy, but
it doesn't.
The Janemba movie.
Facts. You
that
also
came in and held it down.
But also you got to remember in the actual anime. Remember when they had the other world tournament or whatever?
The tournament, yeah, that shit was cool.
Pycon. You got to think. The only time we've ever seen Goku be able to sustain Super Saiyan 3 is when he is dead.
Over there. and that nigga
Pycon,
was boxing with him.
Pycon was boxing with that man. That nigga took his hat off.
Ugly ass mug, bro. That nigga looked like shit.
Pycon was boxing with that man, dog. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I think like I said, I ain't want to say Orange Piccolo because I just feel like that's too OD at this time. Even though we don't know how Pycon is trained, they do need to bring that nigga back and make him a regular.
Like everybody that's died, like just bring him, like have him interact with those people. Because Pycon started to low-key be like Goku's rival towards that point.
Facts.
They were going at it, working and all of that. Like that nigga is cold like that. Bring him back in Super.
Yeah, Pycon's like that. Kenny, did you get yours, man?
I have a very unfair matchup. Kenny, you have one?
Nah, go ahead with yours, bro.
Get your finger out our face.
My fault.
So, can I cheat on this one, Carlo?
Sure.
So, let's say Ash Ketchum, right? And Yugi Moto. If we're able to have a versus with each having all of the Pokemon and all of the cards, who would win?
Ash Ketchum. Ash Ketchum had legendaries, but Yugi had
Exodia
God cards.
I mean, he got gods.
My fault.
Gods?
My fault. Hold on. I'm gonna edit those last 20 seconds out.
A god.
3 gods.
He said I'm gonna edit this.
Obelisk the Tormentor?
Yeah, nah. Ra the my fault.
The wing god of Ra.
My fault. Yugi, I'm tripping.
Are you okay?
I'm just thinking of.
Let's talk. Let's talk about mental capacity and strategy.
Yeah, my fault. I'm tripping.
The hardest decision Ash has to make is this a fire Pokemon? I guess I'll use a water Pokemon.
All right, Kenny, don't disrespect that 10-year-old goat. You feel me?
Don't disrespect a god.
A fucking pharaoh. Like
a pharaoh.
My fault. You right.
Like
you right.
Come on.
That's my bad. This man said Exodia. They literally had to. They had to take Exodia out the show, bro. They had to, before they took Exodia out the show, you had to have 5 different cards to make that man. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Not even that, bro. You missing the fact that like Yugi is the original Yu-Gi-Oh. Damn near all the cards from back there and are banned from actual tournaments because they're too much stronger than the new, like the regular Yu-Gi-Oh cards now.
Facts.
Yeah.
Come on, how are you too strong for your own goddamn show?
Facts.
Like
Facts.
what?
I ain't gonna lie, Yu-Gi-Oh for the time it came out, that was some real nigga shit. Like they had
Nah,
some,
for sure.
it was some dark shit
For
going
sure.
on. They had a whole Shadow Zone.
Yamu.
I was scared
should've-
as shit
they
of the
should've-
Shadow Realm.
They should have honestly keep like the original team and just ran with it.
You said what?
I said they should have just kept the original team and just ran with it
Facts. Make them niggas grown ups or something.
instead of those random motorcycles and shit.
Facts. That's on after GX, because Yu-Gi-Oh GX, like as good as original Yu-Gi-Oh was, Yu-Gi-Oh GX was the best series that they had.
GX was like that.
GX was like that.
Yeah, GX was cold.
GX was.
I can't even.
GX
The
was
cards
solid.
were a little bit cool. The Neo Spacian, the Elemental Heroes.
Elemental Heroes was that.
Neos was that nigga, bro.
I know. I was kind of, perplexed when we went from Dark Magicians to Bubble and Clayman, but I had to also think we had Karibo, so and Winged Karibo.
Wing Karibo, Toon World.
That Winged Karibo card was hard to fucking get. I am not gonna lie.
I had it.
I ain't never had no Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
I
think the first time I seen
cards.
them like collection was Carlo. Yeah.
I still got mine.
Look, I found mine.
Hey.
I want to apologize to my childhood friend Dylan. In third grade, I saw that nigga had a Winged Karibo and he used it as a bookmark. Nigga lost that bookmark his day, and I'm pretty sure he didn't remember what page he was on.
I'm dead. This man's a thief.
I said, yoink. Let me get that.
Okay, hold on.
He said, that's mine now, nigga.
Facts. Bro, I remember I used to beg to be in Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments. I used to beg for my mom to enroll me. She was like, "You ain't gonna win no Yu-Gi-Oh, boy." I had the fucking disc on the arm and everything, bro.
I didn't have one of those.
I had a lineup. I had Dark Magician, Summon Skull, motherfucking the two horsemen that had the fucking shit. I can't even think of what the shit's called. They had lances or whatever. I had Blue Eyes White Dragon, Red Eyes Black Dragon. Like, I was like,
did I tell you about using them characters in Jump Force? I hate it.
Yeah, no, I understand. I apologize.
I'm having a hard time with power scaling. Too many of these, like the jumps between animes are ridiculous. And there's a bunch of shows that Carlil hasn't seen that I've seen now. Like he's never seen that time I was reincarnated as a slime goat show.
I did start watching it, and I just got bored. I started watching this show this weekend called Shinobi no Itoki or some shit like that. That shit's ass.
Watch Bleach, please.
I have been watching Bleach.
Thank you.
I just, I can't watch it without a certain somebody because we watched it together.
You're pulling to me now. I used to get mad at me all the time for this.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Kenny. I told her I'm gonna give her one more day and it's up for her.
Okay, I think I got one. Hold on. It's also hard because Midoriya is cold as fuck now.
Did any new episodes come out, or is that just the manga?
I think just the manga. Midoriya is a problem now. Like,
hey, the manga. Hey, I just remember something in the manga, bro.
Crazy.
Ooh, Dream All Might versus Dream All what's the name? Prime All Might versus Orange Piccolo.
Orange Piccolo. Why would you do this?
Was boxing that nigga.
Why would you do that?
You said what?
Why would you put All Might against the Dragon? Why would you put All Might versus Dragon Ball Z character?
You see when Orange Piccolo punched was it Gamatu?
Yeah.
And that nigga just that punch, but like followed like bits of flesh just flying off.
That's one of the only things I didn't like about superhero. The Gammas were corny to me. I was like, why ain't y'all just kidnap 17 and 18 again and make them stronger or some shit like that? Or bring Super 17 in that bitch.
Come on, man.
Super.
Like, it's time for a comeback. A comeback is over too. And also, and it will still work because 17 is kind. But if you introduce like an evil 17 and then you somehow force them to fuse, come on, man.
Facts.
Come on, man. And then that gives us a reason to fight because now he's our friend.
Facts.
Insane.
Facts.
Have y'all seen Chainsaw Man?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hashtag
Hard.
power. My shawty, shout out.
I said, rest in peace, Himeno.
Damn.
You were
Yeah.
too thick and you went out too soon.
Yeah, that show had some crazy deaths.
But she had one eye. There was a good chance she wasn't gonna see that. Them niggas ain't shit.
Yeah, I can't find it. It was a character I seen in another anime, and I can't remember what anime it was now. That was very similar to Kenpachi. And I was like, a fight between them two would be cold.
All right, so y'all seen season 1 of Jujutsu Kaisen, right?
Yeah.
Kenny, I'm gonna steal your ID. The Chainsaw Devil, right? And Yuji Itadori. Now they both are technically kind of immortal.
Their characters very similar.
Uh-huh.
Their characters very similar.
I ain't gonna lie. This nigga Yuji.
Yuji.
This nigga Yuji wants Sukuna to take over. He might be splitting that chainsaw's head in half.
Yeah. Because Sukuna take over, it's over with.
He's going to take the chainsaw off of him and slice him with his own chainsaw. Like, that's how bad it's gonna get. That's how bad it's gonna get.
I wish they had already animated the Gun Devil. He would have been like a better matchup for him.
Sukuna versus Kurama.
Sukuna versus Kurama, like all out?
Yeah.
Kurama. What? Which Sukuna was talking about? Because Sukuna, he's different.
I mean, we haven't seen a full power Sukuna yet, so I guess where we got him at right now.
Yeah, Kurama.
Gotta be Kurama where they are now. Like, no diff. Like, Kurama right where he is now is almost planetary.
That nigga, remember, Kurama outside of a fucking body is damn near as big as the fucking village.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. Nine-tailed
And
beast bomb.
Yeah, he still got the beast bombs.
The beast bomb. Kurama, I mean, Sukuna's not doing nothing to a beast bomb.
Facts. Kenny, you find your matchup, bro?
Bro, I've been trying, bro.
I had another one. I lost it. Good God.
This is hard.
All right.
The power scaling just isn't fair.
Facts.
All right. Carlos, since you
wait.
brought him, okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
I was gonna say Akaza versus Sakura.
Talking about the dudes that kill Rengoku?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Sakura's putting him in a fucking pack.
Yeah, Sakura's packing.
Sakura put as soon as she punches that nigga head, it's coming off. As soon as she punches that nigga head, it's coming off clean.
But he's upper 4, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's not gonna die. The upper ranks can lose their head. The upper ranks can lose their head and still stay alive.
I mean, if he's a demon, he's gonna regenerate until the sun or actual blade cuts him.
It has to be that certain type of blade to take their head off to kill him.
Yeah, okay. If we go on straight fight KO, whoever gets KO loses. I'm still taking Sakura. She's putting that.
I feel like even though he might not die, he might regenerate. It's just gonna be one of those where she keeps on beating his ass.
Yeah. Okay, let me think. I got one. I want to do
Kenny's
Tanjiro.
gonna be the last one.
All right.
I'm gonna be the last one. Okay. Shit, then this needs to be a good one. Why put this type of pressure on me? Shit.
Apologize.
Fuck.
I just noticed the clock is starting to drag.
Yeah.
Okay, how about this? Since you want to bring Akame into this so bad, Tanjiro versus Akame.
Akame for sure. Akame's backing that man up. Akame for sure.
You know what you should try? Try to because I was gonna say try to bring the older Ashiras in it, but
that's what Tanjiro going. He's going to hesitate. Akame not hesitating killing that nigga.
And it's just poison. She just gotta nick that nigga.
A nick. Just a nick. He ain't no plot armor can save you from me this time. None.
Yeah, Tanjiro
That
got the most
nigga's-
plot armor all
that
time.
nigga's
bro.
plot
He
armor was
doesn't.
like
He
that.
doesn't. He doesn't. Don't try to slip that in there. Don't try to slip that in there.
This
Tan-
man Tanjiro loses buckets of blood, breaks every bone in his body, and is still able to fight.
Kenny, your goat literally has drowned 800 out of 1,000 episodes. Stop playing.
That's not true.
It's an exaggeration, but you understand what I mean.
But the thing is, mine is not exaggerated. That's the thing.
Luffy literally has the most. That nigga technically died back in Alabasta. The only reason he's still alive because a rain cloud formed over him.
But that's because he was saved though.
Tanjiro got stabbed in the face with a poison sickle.
That was his dad. Come on, man. That counts. That's okay.
I'm not talking about when Dragon saved him and the Dragon saved him from Smoker. I'm talking about when Crocodile stabbed that nigga
Crocodile.
in his stomach in Alabasta.
And that's how raining.
The rain is just
Okay, and fucking Mihawk slashed the fuck out of Zoro. He's still alive. The
he
durability.
stabbed
The
that nigga
durability.
Zoro with a small ass.
No,
knife.
he slashed.
No,
him
he
back.
slashed him with Yoru, but then Mihawk did that on purpose to leave him alive. So
That's what I'm saying.
Zoro tanked all of Luffy's pain when just a little bit of it did something crazy to him. The durability in One Piece is just different, bro. Tanjiro is like a normal human.
This is what I'm gonna
This
say.
nigga- Come on, bro.
He don't move like a normal human.
That man got stabbed in the face with a poison sickle.
Yeah, the plot armor argument for One Piece is valid, but also the plot armor argument is valid for.
But be honest, who has out of both characters, out of all the shit that each of them individually went through, I understand the poison sickle. Do you Bamba?
Have you seen the newest season? Have you seen the Sword District?
Hold on. Yes, I watched it. Do you understand that this nigga Luffy got poisoned so much now he's just immune?
Yeah, what Magellan did to him.
No, he's immune to poison because he's been poisoned so much. Magellan wasn't the first nigga to poison him.
No, Magellan's poison is what made him immune. When Ivankov fixed him after Magellan, that's what made him immune to poison after that.
Because and Ivankov said it looks like because you've been poisoned so much, your body is just immune to it.
Yeah, because of Magellan.
He should have died.
Literally, Killer was the same way. Killer has the same ability. Killer was literally had the same ability.
Carlil, think of this, right? This man, quote unquote, couldn't kill a lower spider, like the big spider that they killed. That spider fucked him up, but he still lived, broke some ribs and shit. And then the other spider trapped him into some threads, cut off his sword, was about to kill his sister. Then the sister got some powers, and then the Hashira came and saved them. And then what happened after? Tengen. The nigga was about to lose his eye, got saved. He got stabbed here and then got poisoned. In my opinion, even if the thing didn't go through, he should die.
You missing a crazy point on top of that. What? This man.
So what about when he got stabbed through his fucking body? Should Luffy have just died? Luffy should have died, right?
Which time?
Again,
but this is the thing. But it's the thing. Like the durability argument is true because look at Kaido. That nigga got a whole knife like through him and elongated. Like, come on, bro.
I'm not going for that, bro. I promise.
Okay, wait. Watch this. Luffy got stabbed and the fight was over. This man Tanjiro got stabbed through the face and kept fighting.
That's a valid argument.
I don't know.
That's a valid argument.
Like, come on, bro.
That's a valid argument.
Another valid argument. Rengoku, a Hashira, lost to the upper four. Tanjiro, a rookie fucking Demon Slayer, is being an upper fifth by himself. What?
Hey, when you got it, you got it.
I mean, but the progression, no. The progression is fast though, so I understand that.
No,
Tanjiro's progress is not. No,
but it's not that he beat him by. It's not even like that. He beat him with the. Do you remember what happened to his foot? It wasn't just broken. The shit got twisted, rang out, all the blood was. Bro, come on, he's still running.
Tanjiro, come on, man. But like, I feel like you understand. No. Like, there is like some hidden. There is like some understanding. Like,
they treated Tanjiro's foot like a wet rag.
Keep watching. It will make sense in a bit. That one, yeah. I understand how you make you feel, but yeah, there's a reason behind it. It makes
And then,
sense.
you want to talk about people supposed to die? Nezuko's a fucking demon. She's supposed to die in the sunlight. What happened?
You understand that too.
I mean, I get it.
That I was
It's
about to
still
say
plot armor.
that
It's
makes
still
more
plot
sense.
armor.
That makes more sense.
It's
than
not.
any
It's not
armor.
plot armor. It's not plot armor.
The whole crew in One Piece has plot armor. The only person that don't have no plot armor, just because she might have not been faced with a whole bunch of shit that everybody else is faced, is fucking Robin. Everybody else should be dead. Frankie should be dead.
No, Frankie should be dead.
Frankie should be dead.
Why does Nami have plot armor?
You said Nami?
Yeah.
let's be real now.
Oh wait, no, she got headbutted by Ulti.
Let's be real now, dog. Usopp, why is Usopp still alive? There is
that nigga's durability is the one we should be talking about.
Zoro has the most durability out of anybody. You like?
No,
yeah, because Kuma did tell him. Kuma did tell him that, hey, you're going to die if you take this on.
Facts. You're going to die. This nigga, when he was packed up and he looked like a fucking cigar and all those bandages in Wano, they injected him with medicine. They said your body they said your body gonna break down soon after that. Right after the fight in Wano, this man walking around partying and drinking like he usually do. What the fuck is that? Why even say shit if shit not gonna happen? Luffy was drowning for 10 episodes.
No, he wasn't, bro. Okay, I'll explain that. He was drowning, yes, but it wasn't for 10 episodes. What they were doing was showing what was going on around him while that moment also happened.
10 episodes.
Luffy died.
It wasn't 10 episodes, bro.
How many and I think this has been proven to be, if not the longest fight, but one of the top 3 longest fights in anime history. How many times did Luffy get back up versus Katakuri?
Bro, that nigga was beating his ass.
Beating his fucking ass. I was getting Gon flashbacks from the Hunter exam.
Oh, I got one.
Ooh. Hey,
this one's
all
gonna
right,
be good.
Look, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna end it off on this one.
This one's gonna
Hurry
be
up before
good.
you forget. Hurry up before you forget.
I ain't gonna forget. I thought about this one a while ago. Katakuri versus Doflamingo.
I feel like I've thought about that, and yeah, come on, man.
He said I thought about it. What?
Huh? I thought about it before.
Who wins? And what's your justification for this?
Not only was he, wasn't Katakuri in line to be a Yonko, or am I tripping?
He should be now, but not back then. Well, my thing is, yes, Luffy did beat Doflamingo. But that was with the help of Law. By himself, Luffy was not gonna win that fight back then.
If Luffy, if Gear 4 didn't happen, bro, Law is not helping you win. Like, Gear 4 is the reason why Luffy won, and also Doflamingo being cocky.
Did Luffy unlock? Did he introduce Snake Man versus Katakuri?
Yeah, and it didn't do anything. It didn't do anything to Katakuri.
I mean, it did something.
It didn't do anything. He started bro.
A little bit. It put him in the fight because he was like, "I keep going. Like my punch is gonna keep on going and shit." And they started hitting him.
You think Katakuri is beating? I can't say. I don't know who won the Katakuri versus Doflamingo. Honestly, I don't know who.
I think he's beating him because of Future Sight. He has a better use of it. And also, like we said, if Luffy is able to beat you with Gear 4, which is just raw strength, and then finite Snake Man is barely doing anything against Katakuri, come on, bro. Like, if Luffy, it was Luffy plus plot armor, because like Carlos said, that nigga was bouncing him around forever. Like, One Piece is long, but that fight was longer.
But you gotta understand, Dofi wasn't only just fighting. It's like a Kaido type thing. While he's fighting Luffy, he also has the birdcage going. He's got a clone going.
I would give you that, but also, I could make the argument that allows you to have hostages, people I'm worried about, a time to work against.
Luffy wasn't worried about no hostages.
he was worried about saving his friends and also saving the people that were oppressed directly against
he was worried about just beating Dofi's ass. That's it.
Law, for example, worried about saving them.
And then Law was teleporting him around. That's what I'm saying. It was both. Law was
Law,
teleporting him around
yeah,
while
that was,
that.
but that was the beginning of the fight. When it got down to the nitty gritty, when Luffy and Doflamingo flew away from the castle and started clashing there. And then at that point, like Law was like, "Let me really show you my awakened devil," and then started turning buildings into strings and fucking this nigga up. Law was nowhere near that, and at that point, that's when Dofi really got serious, because you couldn't even know that he could do buildings like that for real. Luffy lost the bounce man, the gear force, and then had to strike from his abs. He was getting fucked up. At that point, he was beat, and then what happened was that the villagers. He asked the villagers to hold him down. I need 10 minutes. Plot armor again. I need 10 minutes to sleep, and then I'll be back on my feet. And then when he got back on his feet, guess what happened? Dofi was fucking him up. But then what happened is that Dofi got cocky and was like, go Gear 4 again. And then he whooped his ass with Gear 4. So Gear 4 make it happen. It was Gear 4 that Dofi could not handle. Because every time that Luffy had transformed to that form, he could not handle it.
In that case, Gear 4 beat Katakuri too.
How?
That's all he hated to have Gear 5 back then is Gear 4.
Yeah, but what they were fighting at Gear 4. What I'm trying to say is that anytime that Luffy went Gear 4 and actually transformed, he was dominating Doflamingo. Whereas when he was in Gear 4 fighting Katakuri, that didn't help him much. Like he had to fight, and then Haki got involved, other things got involved, but it wasn't Gear 4 necessarily.
I don't know. I think I agree Katakuri is probably going to win, but I think the fight's a little bit closer than you giving him credit for.
No, I think it's closer because the margin is not crazy because at the end of the day, it's Gear 4. Gear 4, Snake Man is still Gear 4, but it's just like, a more refined version of it, allowing him to prioritize maybe speed and, range over, power. But at the end of the day, one. He said, not the little one. I'm dead. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, when he was cocking that shit back, whenever he punched, Dofi couldn't stop him. There was even one point where he put all of his threads towards that, and Luffy was able to punch him forward.
That's fair. I can't hear you.
You're muted still.
I said, sorry, I had to take a leak. But no, I'm gonna go ahead and stop this. I feel like this is a great stopping point. It's gonna be a bitch to edit. But we appreciate y'all for joining us for this conversation. I have more conversations coming. Definitely didn't get the topic that I wanted to talk about, but I still think this is a great conversation. But if you like what we talk about, let us know in the comments what some of y'all dream matchups would be. Maybe we'll debate on some of them in sometime in the future. But make sure you like, subscribe, share, turn them notification bells on. We drop weekly on YouTube and all of our streaming services. Make sure you share with your mom, friends, and most importantly, man, because you love her. She ain't going nowhere. Share with your grandma, man.
Grandpa. Fuck that bitch.